What kind of music we playing?
I'm not playing any music.
Playing some booty shaking music.
All right, you're live. It's recording for all mics.
Welcome back, you car mother lovers, to another episode of the Curb Appeal TV podcast. I'm your host, Phil. That's Jackson. And today, we're joined by a special guest, longtime friend of ours, car connoisseur, and excellent salesman, Bobby. Say what's up to the crowd.
What up, though? Everybody's good? Thank you for having me here. This is my first time being here. Hopefully, y'all be able to see a little bit more of me. So I'm just kind of excited to be rocking with everybody,
Yeah,
okay.
Good to have you. We just all got back from seeing the Festival of Speed at the Avalon in Alpharetta, Georgia. So we'll have some clips coming out for YouTube and social media from some of the cars that we saw. And do you have, I guess, either y'all, I think I know Phil's answer, but do you have a favorite car from the show, Bobby?
No, I don't think so. There was a couple of nice cars out there. First of all, they had that OG McLaren out there.
What's the
Mercedes McLaren.
That's the full name from factory on it with the had the scissor doors.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
It's the SLR
Mercedes McLaren.
What is it, 400 plus K? What was the sticker on it? You remember?
I didn't have a sticker on there, but like you said, it's about 400 plus.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That thing was mean.
Yeah, man.
I think Phil's pick is probably the Porsche we saw with the Tech Art body.
Of course. No.
No, not that one, the
not that
GT3
one. Yeah, of
RS?
course. GT3. 992 GT3 RS. There were 3 there, I believe.
4.
I think probably four or five.
Not
Yeah.
of the 992. There was a bunch of of the other ones, but
Okay, so I think it was only 3.
992. There's only 3.
What's the
red
difference?
one, the gray one, and the silver one.
Yeah, that's it. That machine gray one.
Yeah, the red one was probably my favorite.
Yeah, I know you spent the most time with it. I thought you needed to get a room or something.
Wow, you mean it is what it is. When you're
Phil's gonna have
staring
a new,
down the eyes of the barrel, you might as well dive in.
You're gonna have a new background saver on all your devices. All these GT3s we saw.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
I had to contain myself
Yeah, I know. That's why I told him
emotionally and
away.
physically.
I think.
Wow.
I don't know if you'd be able to make it happen, but my favorite from the show was it was a 50s or 60s Austin Healey, and it was older gentleman, of course, that owned the car. But I thought that was pretty cool because it had original paint from what the guy was saying. Everything matched, serial numbers, VIN, all original parts.
Not the 6x6?
Not the 6x6. That was cool, but that's not for me, to be honest.
I did like the new generation G63 4x4. That one was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. And then that...
There was a little kid that hopped up on the roof and was shooting bubbles. How would you feel about a kid on the roof of your
$300,000?
$400,000 truck?
Oh, I just want a roundhouse kick into the face.
Is that what you would have done?
Oh, yeah. Easy. In front of everybody, too.
Is that what you do in your spare time?
And then on
You
the
punch
point, it
babies?
goes for all of you. If any suds hit my car, I'm hitting you on site. Nope.
Okay. Well, there's that.
Violence on a Sunday.
Well, one thing I'd like to hear from your point of view, Bobby, is maybe some of your crazy stories you have from being in sales, during your time here at the Mazda.
Oh, man, where should I start? Phil, where should I start?
I don't know.
It's up to you. Let me adjust mine just a little bit.
Well, one story, when it was with a customer, first of all, our manager was telling me that it was taking too long. I don't want to say nationality, be kind of disrespectful, so we're going to keep it just a customer. We already was taking off, you probably remember this story, we was taking off $6,000 off the Mazda 6s.
Is that brand new?
Brand new.
Right out the box?
Right out the box.
What trim package do you remember?
It was a Grand Touring.
So it was nice.
Soul Crystal, they had the Soul Red on there. So one of the employees was trying to tell the guy, he was like, hey, we got $6,000 off the car. The guy kept saying, well, can we get another $1,000? Right. And then, of course, rookie car salesman comes up to the manager while I was standing beside him. He was like, you want another $1,000 off? So manager was like, Bobby, handle that. Say less. Walked over there with the paper. Put it down on him, and it was like, so you like the car? He was like, yes, I like the car. I was like, you really? So you ready to buy right now? He was like, yeah. So I flipped it around to him and said, we got $6,000 off the car. So what's the problem? What's going on? Well, if you can give me another $1,000, I'll go ahead and close. I said, I bet you would. I said, how about I'll tell you what, though. balled the paper up right in his face. Threw it in the trash can right behind. I don't think it made it in the trash can. I just threw it behind me and told the employee, I said, hey, go find somebody that actually want to buy a car and y'all two can get out.
Whew.
Cold-blooded.
What did they say? What was the response?
Oh, they looked all shocked, and then I was like...
I would imagine, yeah.
And I got up and left. So they got up and they walked off. They called about 15 minutes later. It was like, can we come buy the car? I got on the phone. I said, you sure can. So we're going to add another $1,000. So instead of $6,000, it's $5,000.
Bro, and they came in, they bought it. They signed
They
for
had no
it.
choice. I said, because every time you hang up the phone, I'm going to tag another $1,000 on there.
Bro, that's awesome.
I ain't got nothing to lose, you know.
And what they leave a happy
Giving
customer?
them away.
I don't know, because it wasn't my
They just
deal,
closed
so
the
I don't
deal,
know if
yeah.
they did a bad deal or not. Closer.
Gosh, the only time I can say I've ever had something similar to that was maybe early 2021. It was a Saturday. Customer came in middle of the day. It was an appointment on a Charger, the 2-door, right, or Challenger, and Challenger. And they came in, drove it. We're trying to negotiate a deal. We gave them, I think it was like $2,000 worth of discount to try and make it happen. They're asking similar to this one, like another $1,000, $1,500. And I got to the point where it's like, all right, I can't do anything else for you. This is it. You're welcome to look around the car, make a final decision, but I can't do anything else. So I got up, left, threw the paper away, and this customer, they did leave and came back to do the deal that we had committed to offer them. Maybe 3-4 hours later, they just showed back up, like, hey, we thought about it. We'd like to take the car. So I sat them down at the same desk, pulled the paper out of the trash can, and then had them sign. And then had them
ball that one.
And then had them sign that paper.
Cold blooded.
Yes, and the mom and the son are sitting right there, and they were kind of I guess, but combative throughout the whole process of me showing them the car. They're always picking it, whatever, but they wanted to buy the car. They were just being a certain way that was just kind of annoying
defensive.
for a salesperson,
Right.
And I was doing my best to be nice and everything, but when it got to that point, I was like, you know what? Take a seat. We'll do the deal. Here you go. We're all wrinkled up. They sign off on it, and I do the rest, on an iPad, all nice and neat. But
Did anybody say anything?
No, they didn't say.
One of the customers ask you, "Why is the paper ball?"
No, they didn't ask nothing else about
Why
it.
do they have to be white?
I said, did they ask you why?
Yeah, but why do you have to do it with a white accent,
That
though,
wasn't
bro?
a white accent.
Why is the paper balled up?
That was a douchebag accent.
Oh, the douchebags are white.
So that's what we doing. Why? No, they're not white. It could be anybody. Suburbs.
Yo,
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Phil, you got anything that
Oh,
comes?
Phil has some cold-blooded stories. Oh my god,
man,
I've been there through a lot of them too.
let's just say I've underwent a ton of growth from the person that I used to be.
become a better man.
Become a significantly better man. Some of those stories are not worth repeating. They're just ruthless.
Well, I can repeat another one of mine. I was, I always pride myself on customer service.
Yeah.
I maintained a 4.9 on dealer rating throughout the entire time. Always, right? And on Mazda. We always had good high ratings. So I did everything for this guy because he was buying the car for his daughter. I even delivered the car to him, to the house, right? It was a little spot on it. I told him it was a little spot on it that we just had to wipe off. I said, you know what? When you come back up here, just, I'll go ahead and knock that little smudge off for you. It's a brand new car. It's a little smudge that would have took a little bit of little elbow grease, would have took it right on off, right? He gets up there, comes outside. I come out there for him. Apparently, now they drove the car back. It ain't like they put it in a glass container and brought the car.
Yeah.
So, of course, they had bugs on it. This guy pulls up in his car with his daughter and was like, this car is filthy.
After driving,
I said, really? I said, well, sir, you did drive it here at least 45 minutes to get here. So, of course, it's going to be a lot. I said, but you know what? I made sure they can wash the car for you. This guy looks me in my optic stems and said, this is the worst customer service I've ever had.
What?
I said, hold up. I said, let me go get my manager. Oh, yeah, I was about to lose it.
Lord.
I said, who you think you... You know what? Let me go grab my manager. This is when I grabbed Aaron. Aaron came out there. He had to take care of it. I said, yeah. Aaron was like, you really about to... I said, I would have snuffed him right there. Don't ever try my customer service. I pride myself.
Yeah, and I agree with that. You'd see
World class experience, baby.
You know it.
Yeah, and if you don't like it, guess what? You're getting snuffed. That's just what we're doing now.
getting put down right in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Hey.
On site.
And then make him redo the deal and add $2,000 on top of it.
Really?
There you go.
And he signed for it?
Of course, he ain't got no choice.
Oh, God.
It was for the daughter.
Yeah.
I always play. If a man
Did
came
you do
in,
one of these? I bet she doesn't know that I know this. I got a gun.
there you go.
Keep that thing on me.
Little raise the shirt. You got something to say? No, sir. I didn't think so. I thought you ain't had nothing to say. So yeah, you gotta be, gotta snuff a customer.
Cutthroat customer service sometimes when needed, but we keep 4.9 dealer rater.
There you go. Gotta keep that 4.9.
Hey, I think you're still on there, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I think you are. You still have some of the most, like, you got over 100.
Hey, see if I'm still on there.
It might be. You can probably pull it up.
That would be crazy if I'm
I
still on there.
don't think he's on there.
They had to take the star off. So it was
Type in dealer rater and then his name.
It was like, how's this guy getting high ratings and he's not even work for us no more?
Damn, typed in the wrong website, sir.
Good job, Phil. Had one job.
Don't worry, he's dyslexic. It's okay.
So, Bobby, tell our viewers a little bit about yourself, man. Where do you come from?
Oh, I'm originally from Alaska,
Okay.
Yeah. And then we no, seriously,
Really?
I'm originally from Alaska.
Okay, I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I had family
we're
there.
asking.
I had family there prior, but my father was in the military. But
Okay.
like I said, I still had family there prior. Then we all eventually moved to the East Coast. So then I moved to Georgia when,
How old were you at that time when you moved to Georgia?
oh man, that was 2018. So I have no idea how old I was. I'm 36 now, so.
Okay, so we'll just do the math. What
You're
was
like
it, 5 years ago?
Sure. So.
Wait,
what's
you
that?
moved from Alaska to Georgia?
No, I moved from Alaska to Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay, and how long were you in North Carolina for?
Until I was into 2018.
Okay, well, you moved at what age to Charlotte?
12.
12. So from 12 to, say,
2018.
to about 31, right? It's about what your age, 30, 31?
Yes,
And,
there you go.
And you're in
Math
Charlotte.
is horrible right now.
Huh?
Math is horrible right
Mine
now.
is?
Mine is.
Oh, that's fair.
He's dyslexic. I'm horrible at math. Great combination.
We all got a tism.
Medical conditions. Okay. Well, pulling up this here.
All disabilities ain't physical.
What did you? So what was your first job?
Mazda. That's the work that.
No, your first job.
Oh, like actually ever?
Yeah.
Oh man, legal job?
Yeah.
Okay. It was McDonald's actually.
Okay. What was that like?
Oh man, it was great, yo.
Yeah.
Everybody kept my drive-through was crazy because
That customer service.
being a nice little handsome.
Bro, let me ask you a question. When you're working your first job, going through the drive-through, what kind of cars came through there? A little bit of everything, obviously, but
Everything.
there had to have been that one.
Oh, it was always Hondas coming through.
No, but there had to have been that one that really stuck out to you, that just motivated you to work harder.
No.
Not through McDonald's, not one time.
No.
Really?
But somebody did have a clean Cadillac DeVille 2001 though. That thing was clean. He had the white walls on that joint, the Vogue tires too. Yeah.
Remember what he ordered?
Oh yeah. You know everybody always order that number one.
Oh,
And then he was
that
like,
Big
yo,
Mac, baby.
He pulled up.
Large fry.
I said, yo, welcome to McDonald's. How can I help you? Right? He was like, yo, I'm going to get that number one. He sounded all smooth. He was like, super size. I was like, okay, all right. What kind of drink, sir? I'm going to get a Diet Coke. I said, yeah, he's fat. Sure enough, I seen that clean 2001 Cadillac DeVille. He even put no tint on it. It was like clear tint, heavy Windex, Then he had the Vogue tires on there. Then he pulled up. Yeah, he's fat. Cool guy though. He had the Versace shades on and everything. I was like, yo, that car is smooth. He was like, appreciate it, man.
So from there, where'd you go?
After that, military. I went to the military.
Okay, and you served for how long?
4 years,
What
2
branch?
combat deployments, Marine Corps.
All right. Yeah,
Did
appreciate
did my vacation in Paris Island.
Okay.
The fastest way up the island is to graduate, my friends, just to let you know.
That's fair.
That's a good tip.
And then after you transitioned from the military, where'd you go?
After that, I did armed security.
Okay.
Armed
How'd you get into that gig?
Oh, yeah. It's,
I mean,
Military.
Did they just post up like when you arrive home? Hey, you need a job? I got you.
no, I had to look around, because
Okay.
transitioning was hard, especially when you're coming from the military to civilian life. It is.
Because you get accustomed with that, like the structure of being in the military, right?
Right.
So
And it's
hard to come
but the thing is, a lot of, especially when being the 0311, that was infantry grunt unit. So a lot of jobs weren't being offered for them. It was like armed security. It was like I say, you either work security, police officer, so it was a hard struggle in the transition.
How did you get into the car business originally?
A good friend of mine, actually. He was like, yo, I told him, I said, hey, I'm moving to Atlanta. out of Charlotte. He was like, "You ever sold cars?" I said, "No." I used to sell fine art though.
That's cool.
So I got a bachelor's degree in fine arts and photography. So I used to sell fine art.
So was the fine art your first sales job?
Yes, that was my first sales job.
What were those customers like?
Rich.
Rich is just all get out.
Oh yeah, a lot of them was rich. I mean, my thing is, I have the gift of talk. So I always played. If they came in there with their wife, I always played their wife against them.
Okay, but learning that skill initially, like I know you're naturally extroverted, but did it come naturally to you? Did you have to work through it? Walk us through like how that process. Whereas when your first sales job, you're green. Your first customer is approaching you. Is it like in a cold setting? Are you having to greet people as they're coming? Get your own business? Are they coming to you a little bit more?
Yeah. Okay.
warm?
So it was. We used to work on. They're contracted on cruise ships.
Okay.
So what you do is they send you through a week. It's 10 days It's a 10-day training on the site.
Really?
And what you got to do is you got to fly yourself there. They put you in the hotel and then they train you. You got to pay for any shots that you need. So thank God I was able to be in the military. So a lot of my shots were already taken care of. You had people flying from all over the world to fly into Miami to try to get this job. And they only hired 50 people out of my class was like 120 people. Mm. And then they weaved out more people. They weaved out more. First of all, you even got to get the interview first.
Yeah,
you got people from all over the world. Oh yeah. And so that's what I was like, you know what? I had quit I didn't even have the job yet until when I quit my armed security job. It was 2015. I said, hey, you know what? I said, Lord, if it's for me, it's going to be for me. So my company called me up there. They was like, yeah, we're going to move you to another facility. I said, you know what? I'm good. This ain't for me no more. Being security, it's not for me no more. I said, I know I'm destined for better. This was on a Monday. I put my application in Sunday for the art position. I quit my armed security job on Monday.
So you basically gave them the finger and went to pursue this next chapter of your life.
Pretty much. I even got dressed for this. I remember what I had on. I had like a nice orange shirt on. Then I had the black slacks. Yeah. No, that's not for the interview. This is for me to quit my job.
Oh, okay. So you wore orange to quit your job.
Yeah.
You felt like that was appropriate.
The vest on. Oh, yeah. I had the vest on with it. Then I had the orange gaiters.
Orange gaiters?
Oh, I had the orange gaiters.
Walking up in there like a caution sign,
okay.
baby. Come on, man.
They were offered me a position. I said, I'm going to respectfully decline.
Yeah.
Just like that. And then on Wednesday, that's when I got the call from did the online interview. They did a Zoom call interview. Then the guy was like, he said, I've been doing this recruiting for like 4 years. He said, your resume is the most interesting resume I ever had. Because I didn't know how to do a resume. So I put my military training on there, hand-to-hand combat, weapons training, all that. They said, well, we know one thing. If the ship get took it over, we know who to call to help us out. I said, hey, there you go.
Yeah.
So went to Miami, did the thing. Now, I'm horrible at tests, and I'm good at performing, so I can perform, but I think I got test anxiety, I guess. Is that a thing?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we're going to use it today. So, did that. So, I told the guy, I said, hey, I'm good at performance, but when it comes to these tests, I'm trash. So, I'm like, when they done narrowed it all the way down to like 50 people now. And then one of the head supervisors of Princess Cruise Line, his name is Mike. Shout out to Mike if he ever is watching this. He pulled me to the back, and it was Paul Bilby. Shout out to Paul Bilby, too. Amazing auctioneer. Both of them called. They said, hey. He said, Paul Bilby told me that you're a great performer. They said, hey, regardless if you were wrong, you still spoke as if you was right.
The confidence.
Right. There you go. Yeah. He said, are you good at learning the job? I said, I learned better on the job. Because trying to learn all these mediums and all these different artists, they had like 70 artists that they represent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So learn all these mediums, learning the modern masters, learning the original masters, your Rembrandts, Picassos, and all that. It's a lot of information trying to retain in 10 days.
Yeah, it is.
So he's like, I'm going to give you a chance. I graduated 46 out of 50.
Let's go, baby.
Let's go.
All right, man.
Princess Cruise.
So you're out there on the cruise. Yep. You're doing your thing.
Increased their sales 36%.
Your first customer, what was it like? When you closed your first deal, what did it feel like?
Oh, man, it felt amazing. First of all, it was I still remember it.
Was it luck or what? Was it skill?
It was I think it was a Shaba. It was oil on canvas. And the customer, first of all, I peeped them when they first walked in because what we do is we got to set up the art gallery on the cruise ship. So I set it up, boom, and I saw them looking at it. They looked at it for a little bit. Shop Marquez, so they looked at it, and they walked off. I said, "Oh yeah, that's them right there. I feel it. I feel it." So the auction came around. Time for to do the auction. We set up everything. I made sure that was like right when you walk through the door. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna put this one right here when you first walk into the door." Sure enough, they came. They looked at it. I saw. Like I said, he paused for a little bit. I gave him a little bit of time. I didn't walk over there directly because you gotta let them get emotional first. You gotta get that emotional. It's an emotional sale now because we couldn't sell off. We couldn't sell off of investment purposes. We couldn't do it. If you did that, they automatically fire you on the spot.
Yeah,
if they found that
you can't use that as like the close. Yeah,
no, you can't even say investment. Even if they say, "Hey, what do you think this will be?"
Because then it's just misleading. Yeah,
there you go. I don't know, and so I gave him a little bit more time. That's when I walked over there, spoke to him. It was a couple from Galveston, Texas.
Okay.
We was in Australia, so this is Galveston, Texas.
Yeah, on the boat.
So you built your rapport and everything.
Built
How
the
many
rapport.
times have you struck out before that moment?
Twice.
Okay.
Before them. But this is still the first auction, so I had already struck out twice.
So your third interaction was a closed deal.
Yep. So
Not bad for your first time.
What I did was I told them, hey, you know how the auction works. You can actually put a pre-bid in. Once you put your pre-bid in right there, we're gonna bring it across the board because we still gotta auction it off, and then you put your number up. We're gonna acknowledge you, and then if anybody else want to, do the whole song and dance, right? Bam, bam, did the thing, got my first sale, and then I upselled them on another one. Because what I did was, because now since I know who they like, when it was time for them for the appointment, I brought down 3 more that they think they might like. So, and then she actually picked another one. So that total deal was like $15,000
for what, 3 paintings or how many paintings?
3.
So $5,000 a piece, pretty much.
Pretty much, yep, $5,000 a piece.
Well, how big were the canvases?
They were about like 13 by 16.
So they're massive. Yeah, they're
nice sizes. They were nice sizes, 13 by 16s, I think.
That's awesome. Yeah. Cover.
But my best one, who was it? It was I forgot the name of the artist. Lady walked in there, one again from Galveston, Texas.
Really?
Yeah, Galveston. Oh, Galveston, Texas got money out there.
Really?
Oh,
well, yeah. So you live out there in Texas now, but what? I guess how would you compare to some place here in Georgia?
What, Galveston? Mm-hmm. So Galveston got that oil money.
Oh, there you go.
So what's one of the richest neighborhoods here in Georgia?
Right now it's Milton.
There you go. So this comparing, they got a bunch of oil money. So a lot of them was over there going to Australia. And these are 2-week cruises. Yeah. So not only you got to fly
to get there. Yeah.
There you go.
So
they dropped $23,000 on that one work of art.
Whew, man. So you.
I was gonna say how much, if you don't mind us asking, like commission is that? So you sell, it's $20,000, right? So
how the commission worked is that it's a group commission because there are about 6 classes. So you got class 1, class 2, all the way to class 6. So
you want your group to produce.
There you go. So I raised my first crew I did, and I broke their record too.
That's awesome.
Because the highest of somebody changed on ships was like 2 ships. I did 4 ships in one contract.
Very nice.
And raised every single one by at least 30%.
That's amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. So you're selling art, and then you decided, hey, this isn't for me anymore, and you transitioned out of that?
Right. It was, I'm saying, like I said, I love the traveling, but it was like, you know what, time to be more stationary now. So where
do you go from there?
Mazda.
Okay. So for directly from there, that sales job, you transitioned to the car business.
That's when I moved. Yep. I stayed in Charlotte for about a year just to relax, you know what I'm saying, take care of my grandparents. And then that's when I was like, you know what, my grandfather was like, hey, go ahead and you want to go there, let's go ahead and go. So a good friend of mine that we all know. Can we say names or no?
So, yeah. Yeah.
So Cleveland, he was he's been a good friend of mine since about 2012, if I'm not mistaken.
How did you meet originally?
We met through a mutual friend in Charlotte, and we just became real cool, real close.
At a party?
At a party, yep. And then we've been partying ever since. That's right. And so he was like, hey, you're looking at moving to Atlanta, right? I said, yeah. He was like, hey, you ever did car sales? I said, no. I said, I did art sales. He like, Same thing, just a different medium. I said, hey, let's go ahead and give it a try. You know?
But it's not.
Right, it's not.
Yeah.
No, God, no.
Yeah, the customers are totally different, I feel like.
Oh, they're horrible.
In comparison, yeah. Oh my God. What? So tell us then, you get to Mazda. What were your first customers in the car business like?
A little bit easy. I mean, I'm not gonna sit there and lie. A little bit easy because now, I think car sales. Sometimes car sales is a whole lot easier than art sales.
Yeah.
Because you got to convince somebody to hang up a $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 work of art on a wall.
They finance that stuff too, or is it?
Yeah, you can finance
You
it.
can. Okay.
But hanging up, so versus, yeah, I could drive this car, you know, how you picture yourself in it, you know. Art, this just got to hang up on a wall. It's like I said, it's sometimes people do an impulse buy. Some people do a.
They do that in the car
buy.
business.
Right, even in the car business, they do an impulse
You're like, you know
buy.
what? I think I'm gonna go buy a Corvette today.
I've been there.
Just like that. Just like that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I had a guy say that. He was like, yo, he said, I woke up in the morning, that black Porsche we had, that 2014, the one I sold, a while back. Yeah, dude was like, yo, he said, I woke up in the morning. He said, I just happened to look on y'all website.
Yeah, never visited the website before. He's like, yeah.
He said, I just happened to look on. He
Did
was
he
like,
pay
he said, I
cash?
woke up and said, I was looking for Porsches.
Did he pay cash?
Yeah, he paid cash.
Cash?
What type of?
No, not cash.
What model?
I forgot, what was it? Was it
That was the Targa one, right?
911.
no, it was a 24, 911.
The 911
911,
Targa.
yep.
Yeah.
Thing was clean too. Oh yeah.
Stick shift.
No, it was that.
Like the dual or
No,
what do they
it
call
was
Tiptronic.
Yeah, it
Tiptronic,
was
yeah.
automatic transmission, but had the paddle shifters in. And
So yeah, he was he bought that right there straight, like I said. I mean,
Yeah.
he was like, yo,
How
he
much
flew,
was- you
he
remember?
flew down, and like I said, I was like, he called. I just happened to
Answer the
catch
phone,
lead.
yeah.
I just happened to answer.
I
the
love
phone.
that. Yeah, those are some of my
You
favorite.
know, he was like, hey, y'all have a 911. I was like, yeah. He was like, can you send me some pictures of it, some video? He was like, I'm looking at flying down from Virginia to buy it. I said, okay. I mean, my thing is, hey, you buy, you don't. You ain't hurt my feelings. I ain't doing nothing anyway.
Yeah.
So I sent him the pictures over. He was like, okay, bet. He said, what I need to do to put a deposit down? He said, I said 2,000. I said 2,000, even though it's probably 2,000. You know. He was like, now what happens if I come down there if I don't like the car? I said, hey, if the car messed up, hey, get your money back. I'm just taking a chance, whatever. He put the 2,000 deposit down. He flew down. Test drove the car. I told him like this right here. I said, before we go, this is what I love telling people that drove. I said, hey, we're going to get on the highway. I said, if you do anything less than 100, you're not buying this car.
That's hilarious.
He looked at me. I said, I'm so serious. You're not buying this car. So he did 120.
Tremendous.
Tremendous.
That's a great story, bro.
How Future say it? Sensational.
So you're sitting there, you're going 120 in a 911 right there on the highway.
Oh, yeah. He was like, yeah, I'm buying it. I said, I mean, yeah.
Your bum hole's probably this tight.
No. I've been in faster cars.
Like, you had to
Oh, yeah.
I've been in faster cars.
What-
Yeah,
what's
you're
the-
used to having it tight. Huh?
What's the fastest you've been in a car, whether you're driving or not?
Oh, the fastest I've been in a car was my cousin. He had a 2006 GTO 6.0,
Okay.
pushing 756 under the hood.
So how fast were you scooting?
Oh, it was scooting. We was in Charlotte on 45. This is back in 2008, 2007. So when I got back from my first deployment, 2008. We jumped on the highway, 207.
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
Good lord.
I'm not playing. When I
What is that like?
Honestly, I
in a
was
GTO?
tipsy. I was tipsy a little bit, but I'm in the passenger seat just looking. It said 170, 180.
Keep going.
190, and then we saw, like I said, this was like in dusk. All of a sudden, I saw a police car. I didn't care. Like I said, I was
Yeah,
already
just
tipsy. He cut his lights on and cut them back off.
I'm not. Yeah, not gonna.
Yeah, he's not. You at a dead stop in the grass. You're not catching this car.
No.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden he had a downshift too fast. He drifted 145. Like I said, my cousin does defensive driving. He drives.
Yeah.
And so we got to his house, woke up the next morning, warped all the brakes.
Oh, man.
Had to tow his because he had a shop. He had an auto body shop. He was changing out the brakes anyway
Okay.
to performance brakes. So we couldn't even drive the car. He had to go he had to call his tow truck to get the double clamp, the clamp
Yeah.
toe
Hook on the
to
damn.
lift it up because he could none of the brakes. Yeah, because the brakes were warped.
Crazy.
That was wild.
I said, yeah. I'm looking. I'm like I said, when you drunk or tipsy, he wasn't drunk. Good, thank God, right?
Yeah.
I'm just looking like this.
Chilling.
So
If we die, it's a wrap. I can't do nothing about it anyway.
sales aside, what's the best car? What's your favorite car you've ever owned?
My favorite car I ever owned?
Was it the Porsche SUV?
No, actually. The best car I ever owned was my 1990 Honda Accord LX. Man.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you do
Chop the
anything?
sunroof. Oh, yeah. We chopped the sunroof. I chopped the sunroof in that
Like
thing.
you manually just took a
Oh,
saw.
yeah. You know, no, I actually took a wood saw, you know.
And like
took a wood saw.
Yeah,
to it.
wood saw to metal.
put like
Surprised you didn't cut it with a butter knife.
plexiglass. What did you do? Just put a plexiglass
you
panel?
know it.
Fucking bondo it down. Oh god.
I cut my panel.
Bungee cords, you know.
Got one of them knives from Chipotle. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, nothing. Oh, the plastic knife from Chipotle. Oh, you a bad man.
Yep.
Cold blooded. No, but like I said, did the sunroof in there. Put it on some 18 blacks. Tinted out the window to 5% tint because I had South Carolina.
Did you have
tags.
leather in there?
Of course, got to put the leather in there. And then I had
man.
two. Then I had two Pioneer 12s in there,
Oh,
custom
man.
box.
Bro.
With a 12,000 watt. I mean not 12,000, 1,200 watt.
Was it a four-door?
Hellphonics Brutus amp.
Was it a 4-door?
Yeah.
Man. See,
Oh man, that thing. And then
You
I
was picking
dyno
up-
the trunk. Ooh.
he was picking up all the honeys, huh?
Man, I played nothing but R&B music in that thing. And that bass drop.
R&B's music?
Oh, he had to play that R&B.
Oh, R&B. I thought you said Arby's. Like,
What?
yo, you bumping that. We have the meat.
With the bass drop.
God.
Well, yeah, that was my favorite car ever owned, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was my favorite car ever owned. Yeah, that thing was clean, but oh yeah.
You washed the paint off that thing, didn't you?
No, actually, I sold it. I bought it for $3,000. I put about $5,000 worth of work in the car, and I sold it for $15,000.
Very
You
nice.
sold it for $15,000.
I'm not playing, yo. This
So you
old
made
dude,
a $10,000 profit.
yo, this old dude was like I said, we was at a car show.
He
in
said he
Charlotte.
had to have it.
Yo, I was at a car
What's
show.
your price?
It was. I just threw a stupid number out there. I'm like, yeah, come on, bro. I said 15. Because I had bought it cash, so I had the
What
pink
was
slip.
what did he say? Oh, he just
Had the
okay.
title. He was like, okay. Huh? Same thing, huh?
He was okay. All right.
Right, huh? Yo, the dude, like I said, this was on a.
Why
This
does this never happen to me, man? I'd love for like somebody to roll up on the street and say, "What's your price?"
Yo, true story. It was crazy.
75.
True story. It was crazy. I didn't believe it. The dude was like, okay. He was like, okay. We exchanged numbers. I'm like, oh, this dude ain't gonna call. Whatever. Sure enough, the next day, the Monday, he was like, yo, can you meet me at the bank with the car? Say less. I don't care. He came in and got a cashier's check from Bank of America. Put it in my hand for 15. I gave him a pink slip. He was like, what you gonna do with all this money? Huh? Bro, I don't know how I'm gonna get home, fam. What you talking about? So
Like,
I'm
can you give me a ride?
so I was like, I don't know. Like,
Here's
I don't-
100.
I don't know what to do. So I'm like, yo, I was like, what? How old was I? I was like,
Let me go put a down payment on a Mustang real quick. You know what I mean?
I was like, what? 21, 22? You know, I mean, I don't know. 20, yeah, 20. I have just got out the military.
So you
bro.
spent it all flexing on the girls, huh?
No, I didn't. Actually, because I didn't have a bank account with Bank of America, and I didn't feel comfortable with $15,000 cashier check on my body, especially in Charlotte. You know, I ain't about to get on a city bus with this. So I just opened up an account with Bank of America right there. I was like, hey, can I deposit this in the bank? So put the $15,000 in there. I called a friend. I said, yo, can you come pick me up? He said, where you at? I said, I'm at the bank.
So is that your first time selling a car?
Yeah.
Damn. That's a great deal.
Like I said, but you know, you just throwing out stupid numbers.
I would have been hooked, man. I would have been looking for my next car to flip.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, but that's one thing that's kind of interesting. Is throwing out stupid numbers. Sometimes they say yes, and you know that's why I like in the car business. You know, you'll go out with a pencil just fully loaded with everything, or you know, marked up $1 million, or you know, if you happen to be.
He said marked up $1 million.
Well, I mean, they think it's a good deal, right? It comes down to that perception of that customer's good deal. If you exceed their expectations as far as perceived value and meet that requirement there, they'll say yes, no problem. For them, it's a no-brainer.
Right.
So,
Yeah. And like I said, you never know. Just throw out a crazy number. Somebody might be like, okay.
Yeah, I was watching something on social media about like this guy that has a smaller construction company, and he got hit up because the person that needed the job done couldn't get their usual people to do it, and he was busy too. But he gave him some ridiculous number, and they're like, "All right, yeah, come on, we need the work done." So, and he's like, "Okay."
Yeah, you'd be like I said, you'd be surprised. The worst they can say is what?
No, yeah, and if they say yes, maybe an extra $10,000-$20,000 depending on what type deal it may be. You know?
Right.
Jeez.
Just throw out a ridiculous amount of money. They're just like, okay,
Bet.
say less.
Well, moving on to the next segment here. Well, it's nice to know your life story. We appreciate you sharing. But we'd like to dive into, some of the topics that are going on in car culture around the world, some of the trending topics. We're going to dive right into this. Let's go over here and pull some up. All right. Who's seen this?
Armed biker who attacked a Philly woman was turned in by his boss.
Yo, I just showed Phil that before we jumped on, yo.
It's like
So in Philly, they they be doing their they're big in that bike, the ATVs, dirt bikes all through the street. They're big on that in Philly. And so the gentleman they pulled up and he jumped off his bike and literally kicked some random chick's back window in.
I mean, look at this guy, dude. This just looks like the dude that would do that.
Yeah. Like he did, and then she gets out the car upset. Of course, I mean, he lucky he didn't pull out and start dumping on him.
Yeah,
But she confronted him because they said that she had her 2-year-old son and her 5-year-old. So she had a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old in the car when the window came crashing down on him.
Damn.
Right, so she got out of the car. Of course, she upset. He shows her the gun and headbutts her with it, and then did a peck on with his helmet. He pecked her in the forehead. You can see it in the video.
Yeah.
Pecked her right there with his helmet on. And jumped out and pulled off. So everybody started, like I said, everybody
talk
social
about
media.
it in your face.
They pulled that camera out, right? Pull that camera out, yo, and then they said they caught the dude off his shoes.
Yeah, it says here, good. Cody Herron is now in police custody, and the DA's office says it's going to prosecute Herron to the fullest extent of the law.
They said they gave that man 19 charges, and they said it's bail at $2.5 million.
God, he's not getting out, yeah.
Let's go back to the image here.
Yeah.
Let's observe carefully. Do you think this gentleman here has $2.5 billion to spare?
No. Even though he don't have a $250,000, he don't have an AP on his wrist. First of all, you wouldn't have been like Phil said earlier. He said, "Hey, if he had that much, you think he'd be doing something that stupid?"
Yeah, that's facts.
Hope his parents are good lawyers. In my opinion, you know how they say, "My parents are lawyers; they'll sue you." And not anymore. But that's crazy though. That's disrespectful though. I'm not
like unprovoked too.
Right? Yeah, unprovoked. Like he just did it randomly. Like I said, I mean, he trying to ride, he feeling himself.
Oh, this is
I
interesting.
said, good thing he said hit the game before we jump to the next one. Good thing he didn't. Good thing the girl didn't come out and start shooting.
Yeah, that's facts too.
Because what shooter came out and shoot before you did?
What if she had a piece?
Right, and she just would have got out because she would have had every right to put
kept that thing on her.
Right. What if she would have pulled that thing out and put it and shot you right there because when he kicked it in, he fell on the trunk
through the
So this happened and she would have pulled out.
Yeah.
Right in the back seat.
It's like a fake gun.
Right over the kids.
Pop out the confetti in his face.
Right in behind the kids.
Spitting between his eyes.
Now his parents would be like, look, we need to take her to jail. We need justice. No, that was justice. Mm-hmm. Sometimes justice is a dish best served cold. Not revenge.
Just these nuts in your mouth.
Oh, God.
Anyways. Wow.
This is one of my favorite cars.
Dude, check it out, Bobby. I don't know if you've heard the news. Jackson and I have obviously heard the news. But the Miata is getting some new improvements.
Say word.
Word.
Oh. The last one the
one you had got.
Remember, the last upgrade that I've heard they had.
Bobby's actually
adding.
And you've owned a Miata.
Adding the more horsepower.
And you've owned a Miata, right?
Yeah, and I got T-Bone. Thanks, COVID.
You had what, a 2020 or what model did you?
Yeah, 2020 Soul Red, 2-door,
Soft
ragtop too, and then
soft top, baby.
They pulled out Highway 9 just straight into traffic.
Bro, no, it was, COVID didn't have no traffic.
Well,
so I'm driving down. I just got off work, dapped up, Phil. Busted a little. I was thinking about taking the top off.
I ran over there, bro.
Look, I thought about taking the top off.
On the scene.
But right, so I'm like, I'm not gonna take the top. I'm gonna leave the top on, right? Buck the right, you know what I'm saying, going down. Girl, some raggedy Honda CRV, bro. Ran the stop sign.
Right there by the GMC dealer.
Right there by the GMC dealership.
Coming out of the GMC.
No, they wanted them coming out. That stop sign right there, where the GMC dealership at, Carl Black, right beside Carl Black, ran straight to the stop sign.
Jeez.
Thought it was just COVID traffic. T-bone my car, almost put me over the hill. Where SolarWorks is at?
Yeah.
Yeah, almost put me over the hill, bro.
Yeah.
SolarWorks came out. Phil came running out, bro. Because I guess he was outside when they heard it. Yeah.
Heard the whole thing go down, yeah.
Yeah. Phil came down there. Yo, it was crazy. I took a, and since I'm military, I was able to take I was like, you know what? I'm just going to take a ambulance 0.2 miles because that's where Northwest, the hospital is.
Yeah,
at.
well, now it's a Wellstar, but yeah, it's like just right up
Yeah,
there.
I did an ambulance ride.
Yeah, that's funny, bro. But were you okay for the most part?
I mean, my back was hurting a little bit. I'm not going to go.
He wasn't. I mean, like I think the adrenaline was just hitting right when I got there.
Yeah.
But like after time set, I think the pain started to set in.
Yeah, I had to sit down, bro.
It's like one of those situations you don't really know how hurt you are until like a little bit later.
That's fair. Did you have a claim like for any injuries or anything?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got my money.
Anyways. So let's talk about the Miata here. It's getting a little bit of a facelift.
Well, all they did was new headlights, got a different differential, and I think the taillights have changed. But it's also, if you look in the description,
Here's the crazy part. If you look at the grill, it looks like the grill for the older ones.
Well, what they did too, this is only right now for Japan, so we may not even get this version.
Must be nice.
Yeah. So we'll see. But I think what they're going to do here soon, because you have, like, you're probably familiar with, like, the NA, NB, NC, ND chassis codes on the Miatas. The next one's supposed to be the NE, which would line up if they do an electrified version, So that's the direction that Mazda's going.
You said they trying to do an electric Miata?
More than likely, what I'm thinking, because I haven't confirmed really for us anything yet, I think that's what's going to happen when they come out with the next generation.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, what do you think about? Also, they added the new screen to the Miata, so like the screen that you have in your car.
Really?
Yeah. So the bigger screen. Yep, you have it with connected services and all that good stuff.
Oh, I get to do the remote start.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That little.
If we
would only work for the automatic.
Little motion for your ocean.
They're only gonna work for the automatic though.
Yeah.
Most likely.
Can't do a remote start with a manual.
We got a clutch, yeah.
Unless it automatically push the clutch in. Ooh. There you go.
That'd be kind of cool. Well,
what else we got?
Oh, look at this. Oh man, sad story here. Couple
serious?
Couple dies after a Ferrari, Lamborghini, and camper van crash in Italy. Oh man!
So we had a Ferrari and a Lamborghini.
Let's look at the foresight here. During a supercar rally in Sardinia, a Ferrari Portofino and Lamborghini Huracan crashed with a camper van while attempting to pass on the highway. Look, I think they have a clip here.
I think it's just photo.
I think that's a photo.
Do they not have a clip?
No.
I don't.
Yeah,
Oh, there you go.
No.
Yeah, let's start it from the beginning here. Let's just go ahead and get the full experience.
You want to screen record that?
I will.
Yo, that's sad though.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
But I thought when they do a rally, put the clear the street.
Check it out.
no, that's
They're just cruising around in their exotics.
trying to pass this guy.
There it is, Portofino, F8. Oh no, that's the Portofino
So-
behind it. There's an F8. There's a Portofino, and then there is a Huracan Performante.
Well, that's also what happens when you
Look, I mean,
drive like
look
this.
at how they're driving. They're driving in between the lanes. Yeah, they own the street, bro.
And they're trying to pass each other.
Oh, look, another Huracan. Nothing but the exotics. Oh,
Here it come. Oh,
that's what happens, bro.
You
Look
got-
at that.
Yeah,
You
know-
play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Yeah, rest in peace. Sorry these people had to lose their lives.
and I guarantee
You don't think they died, do you?
No, they
It's-
said it.
it said
Camper
they died.
Yo,
Yeah,
the
bro.
couple died. But I guarantee the guy, the owner of the Ferrari and Lamborghini survived.
Yeah, no, the Lamborghini couple, you could see them in the video. They look like they're alive. I think the red Ferrari or whatever.
Oh, but like I said, it's always the ones that doing the stupid stuff that dies.
Yeah. I mean, that's you know.
Oh, it's a tragedy, man.
Yo, RIP to the family, yo.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah,
But they probably was going on vacation too.
Yeah.
it says here, according to a report from Telegraph, a couple driving a red Ferrari in Portofino died in the crash when their car rolled and burst into flames after crashing with the RV and Lamborghini. Authorities identified the victim as Melissa Crutali, 63, and Marcus Crutali, '67 from Switzerland.
So the couple died, but the ones in the camper survived.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sad for all sides, though.
Yeah.
Still R.I.P. So I disregard my last statement when I said, of course, the one that do the stupid stuff survives. So once again, I apologize for that one. So still, prayers goes up to the family of the ones that passed from Switzerland. Sad that it had to go out like that.
Yeah, that's
Real danger. Box giraffe poop seized at Minnesota airport.
okay.
What?
A little different than a normal topic.
Yeah, but why did they have to use the brown Sharpie? That's my question.
They wanted you to show the depth of how
For-
big the poop was.
Yeah, for like comparison.
But why did they have to choose the brown Sharpie?
That's actually a black Sharpie.
I don't
It's
know.
clearly brown.
I think
I don't think they use brown Sharpies at the airport.
Well, Bobby, you got any other interesting stories from sales experience? We got maybe about 40, 45 minutes worth of stuff here. So anything you want to talk to us about before we close it out?
No, y'all got any questions for me?
No, man.
Well, tell us about what you're doing now.
I am a travel insurance adjuster. So I travel from state to state pretty much doing with property. So it's not as fun as being in car sales, but hey,
So
I love the pay.
Yeah, it can be really good depending on especially what each project is.
Yeah.
Different. When I used to do roofing, the person that would get me paid was ultimately the adjuster.
There you go. Oh
So-
yeah, I always try to look out for the cookout. Wow, look at this. Is that in Charlotte?
Mustang crashes peeling out of a cars and coffee, and it's not pretty. It looks like it's.
Is that Charlotte? Where's
That's
that?
it's a convertible, so they're probably no longer alive.
Because I know they do. Yep, North Carolina.
Yeah, you know that highway?
In Knightdale, North Carolina. So that's not Charlotte. But it's it's outside of Charlotte.
Yeah, it says another Ford Mustang crashes peeling out of cars and coffee, and it's not pretty. Owners of Ford Mustang, the car that democratized V8 power in the U.S., has been terrorizing cars and coffee with their peel-out antics for years.
Years, bro.
So for the viewers, pretty much.
No, is it peel out antics for years?
Yeah.
Oh, years. I didn't.
He was reading a V.
Ah.
This man, bruh, you're hilarious.
Yeah.
And now you make me.
Well, check out this Colorado, man. The CR2 Bison.
Hey, you want to see a cool car before we close it out? Type in on Google.
The Resvani?
No. This is a type in convertible Dodge Dakota.
No.
Bro, pull it up.
No way.
Get outta here, yo.
No
It's
way.
from the factory.
No.
I swear to God.
This
I
is-
learned about this the other day.
And why is this coming up as like automatically when I'm trying
COVID.
Yeah, when you were telling us you weren't feeling good last week.
You're right. The internet speaks.
convertible
Dodge Dakota.
Dodge. Man, there's no way.
Yeah, it's a real
bro.
thing. Look at
No.
Go to images.
Oh man,
You're
let me
welcome.
just
you
prepare my
serious?
You're
mental
welcome.
state for this.
You're
Oh
welcome.
my gosh,
You're welcome.
this is how it came from the factory,
Click,
dude.
it's actually sick. It's actually sick.
What
What?
year is this?
It's like the
Dude.
80s, I think, or 90s.
No way,
Yes,
dude.
it's a real thing.
This is
A convertible Dakota?
Yes.
This is a 1989 Dodge Dakota Sport convertible.
Yes.
And it's a Dodge Dakota pickup truck.
what,
AKA the magnet.
bro?
Oh, I'm going straight to Miami with that,
Oh,
yo.
dude, I'm
Yes.
going straight to your girl's house with this, bro.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Not to the girl house.
Yeah, dude.
Well, your girl's already in the backseat.
Oh man.
Man.
Going to
Joke's on you. It was your girl. You know what I mean? Gosh, dude, look at this thing, dude. The Dakota Sport.
Yes. So that's on my bucket list now of cars.
Oh man, you
You gonna
got
drop?
to.
You gonna drop it on bags?
Yeah, it's
bro?
gonna have air.
Oh, you gotta bag it, bro.
air
You-
suspension
you
with
gotta bag it,
the
bro.
deep dish wheels. Yes.
Yo, you gotta put the JLs in there too. Got to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna fill the whole bed up with just subs, speakers.
I'm gonna replace the bed with a water bed and then just.
Not the water bed. Not the, he said he didn't say a baby pool. He said a water
Cue the
bed.
Careless Whisper by George Michaelson.
Nice.
Oh man, I wonder. Probably get one of these for less than 20 grand. So.
Yeah.
Ask the girl like, yo, you ever been in the back of a Dakota? Drop top.
What do you drive? Dodge Dakota.
Drop top. Then you gotta say drop top.
Yeah.
You gotta say it just like that though, Jackson.
Speaking of drop top, at the I was driving by the fair, and then there was a Challenger wide body Scat that they got converted to a convertible.
Yeah, they if you buy it from a dealership, they have a vendor. I think it's in Miami or Florida where they send the car off, and it's like a $30,000 option.
I mean, my thing is this: what's the point?
The look, that's it.
Oh.
Yeah, because it's unique. You know, obviously
Yeah.
you don't see too many challengers.
because they don't make
Yeah,
it.
the same reason why people still walk around with the tape on the bottom of the car.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's the little bumper guards, those little yellow
Yeah,
pieces.
right.
Yeah, it adds like 4 horsepower.
That's hilarious.
4 horsepower aerodynamics.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they go through one car wash and it
Curb
flies
appeal.
off.
Ooh, and did they be wondering what? That lets you know the people that I heard that said the one that got the little guards on there, they're not real car guys. You actually supposed to take that off.
Yeah.
For anybody that knows, I hate to hurt anybody's feelings. You got to take that off.
Absolutely. Well, Bobby, it's been a pleasure, man. I really appreciate you taking time out of your day to come chat with us, come chat with our viewers, man. We really enjoyed you here on the show. I think that's going to conclude today's episode. Jackson, you got anything to add?
No, we appreciate you. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you. I know you just happen to be in town for the weekend or
Yeah, I'm moving and buying a house in Texas.
Texas,
I ain't
yeah.
gonna tell you where it's at though. I don't want no stalkers.
Yeah.
But once again, thank you for having me though. It was an absolute pleasure. I always get to catch up with old friends, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
But not old friends, because y'all still my friends. You know?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Friends for life, yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, that's it, you car mother lovers. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, Curb Appeal TV, and don't be a hoe. Share the show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on Curb Appeal TV.
Peace.